There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV.
Yes, now bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We just listened to Love Bites by Buzzcocks. Their second album, perhaps? Second LP? You tell me, alright? What did I think about it? And what was I rating out of 10? Well, all of the song-by-song listens, given that they bypassed, fair use copyright, should be on this channel if you want to see me listen to this record song-by-song. I didn't think an incredible amount to this, in all honesty. I like punk rock, and I like the Buzzcocks, in particular, on their Spiral Scratch EP. That sound is really magnetic. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I love it to bits. When we got into the first LP, what did they call it? Another Music in a Bloody Black Kitchen or something. We started to introduce slower ideas. We started to introduce a little bit more of a songwriting approach, and I didn't think it suited the band anywhere near as much as the the 4-chord, 2-note guitar solo, if not 1-note guitar solo situation we had initially. We've gone onto this record and we've really elaborated further on the musicianship and the creative value of the band, and I don't think it's done the band any favours, in my personal opinion. But let me talk about the positives. There are some good ideas. There's a lot of variety, especially as far as influences. You can hear that the band is way ahead of their time as far as the ideas they have in the music. And I think the drummer is phenomenal. I think the drummer is the best part of this band. I really think the drummer is the best part and sells the band to me. And honestly, that's as much as I can say. I won't be returning to this record. I thought it was quite dated. I don't think it stood the test of time, in all honesty. I think the vocal melodies and vocal performance just aren't very good, and although I like that in a punk rock sense, when the music we're listening to isn't necessarily punk rock. Hold on one moment. When the music isn't punk rock, it just sort of falls a bit flat, in my opinion. It's not very exciting to listen to, and it's just not good enough. The guitar work was more inventive, but in being more inventive, it was too much. The bass lines were doing too much. I wasn't listening to a punk rock band no more, and although I appreciate momentum and I appreciate development, and it's a necessity, unfortunately you lose the fan base that were interested in you due to your original works. You continue on creating a larger, broader market and becoming a better band, like that by default, but I unfortunately fall within the camp of liking the earlier stuff a lot more than what I've been hearing on this record, and I feel that the Buzzcocks aren't going to go back to that sound strictly. I think they're going to only continue going onwards on this tangent. So I'm not interested in really listening to any further Buzzcocks records after hearing this one. I want to open up discussion. If you do want me to do so, if you feel it's worthwhile I do so, please let me know, because I'm more than happy to go through with that with us. But that's just how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like the last two tracks should be switched up because we had a fade out at the end of one of them. A nice, slow, sure fade out. And then we had an abrupt ending on the instrumental to finish off. There was 2 instrumentals on this record, so lyrically speaking, we probably had the vocal in 9 tracks out of 11. I just wasn't that impressed. The short instrumental we had was a punk rock number about middle way through the record. That was a fantastic sound, and I would have loved to have heard a vocal atop of more music like that on this record. I'll rate this record 3 out of 10, so I apologise profusely to the Buzzcocks fans I have hurt the feelings of, but I was just very let down. It just didn't I wasn't too fussed. I was not too fussed, and on that note, I'm signing out, people. On the flip side, peace.